My sister predicted my great-grandma's death. My little sister has always been the stereotypical creepy kid who said strange things and knew too much for her age. But this really solidified her having some kind of contact with the other side. Every year my family takes a vacation to Daytona, Florida. We always go with our grandparents from my dad's side, but this time they stayed home with our great-grandma, who was dying. At the time, my family lived in a neighborhood in central Georgia, and my grandparents lived in northern Georgia close to a lot of other relatives. We weren't allowed to have pets in our house, so my sister was always jealous that my grandparents had the space for animals. This is important later on. This was in 2013, and I was 8 years old and my little sister was 6. We stay in the same condo every year, and this year, there was a medium who stayed on the floor below us. My mom and I met her in the lobby the first day. We got to the beach and she was perfectly fine talking to us. But when my little sister came inside with my dad, she went pale and seemed very scared, and quickly said goodbye to my mom and went up to her room, never taking her eyes off my little sister. We were freaked out, but ignored it so my little sister didn't get scared. The next day, we were all at the beach and out of nowhere my little sister, the perfect picture of adorable 6-year-old girl with the pigtails and missing teeth, said, "I talked to Jean, our great-grandma, last night. She told me that we could have her house and we could fill it with all the pets we want." She was so carefree building her sandcastle and talking about our great-grandma that my mom said, "Oh, did you talk to her last night on the phone with Nonna?" I knew something was strange, because she didn't even look up and went nope. I talked to her in my dream. She said the house is ours, but did you hear what I said? We can have all the pets we want. We just brushed it off as a strange dream until not even 20 minutes later my grandma called my dad and told him that Jean died the night before, and she left her house to us. I remember it so clearly. My dad was sitting in a beach chair, and my mom, sister, and I were sitting on a towel, and my dad whispered something to my mom, and she looked terrified. She started tearing up, but didn't want to scare us, even though I knew something was wrong now. She asked my little sister what Jean said, and she said the same thing about us being able to have all the pets we wanted in the house. Then she realized that my parents were acting strange and I asked what was wrong. My mom told us that Jean had passed away and that we could live in her house now. I didn't completely realize how scary it was until a few years later, but I was still scared. My sister simply replied, "I told you. She's really nice. I think we should get a puppy first." She didn't know what was wrong until we told her the story again when she was older. But by that time a whole bunch of other creepy stuff had happened with her, so she accepted it as another thing she knew too much about. So yeah, my little sister talked to my dead grandma and knew that she left the house to us in her will. We've lived in her house for almost 5 years now, and I have so many stories about the house and my sister if you'd like to hear them. And sorry if this is typed weird, it's really late at night, lol.